It's your boy DJ Hack One, and to my right.
Hey, what up? What up? It's your boy King Lewis. How y'all doing, baby?
Y'all already know. Y'all already know. We back, these mics sound so good.
They sound amazing, man.
I could physically hear my nose whistling.
Bro, really?
That's
We was
weird. That's weird, bro.
I didn't think you were gonna say that.
Yo, like, no, seriously. Like, I was. It had me laughing. It's
For
crazy.
real, yeah, both of us dying, bro.
That shit had me laughing, yo. So what's good? What's good, man?
All right, bro. Long time no see, man. I feel like
Yeah,
it's been
right?
a minute since we made an episode for real.
Yeah. It's been a little minute there.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
For sure.
Check it out.
What's up?
We got some topics after topic after topics.
Ooh, what we talking about?
Yo, P. Diddy, Katt Williams.
Pete, what?
P.
Puff
Diddy
Daddy?
and Katt Williams. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We,
I'm kind of confused with a lot of people with this whole P. Diddy stuff. Matter of fact, I'm not confused. I'm gonna tell you to your face what's the deal.
all right.
All right. Y'all all fags. Y'all all gay.
Wait.
Y'all all got gay problems and never told y'all wives. Because what?
Yeah,
I'm
wait.
saying what? What happened?
All right, yeah, that was like straight to the point.
No,
Damn.
because it's pretty weird to me, right? So now everybody's is going straight at P. Diddy after this Tupac and all this stuff, right? So
Yeah.
now that he might go down for the situation, right?
Yeah.
Now people are coming out the closet talking about
They coming out the closet?
Yeah, they coming out the closet talking about P. Diddy called me or offered somebody else $5 million like Katt Williams or you got rumors saying that Ja Rule was with him
Not Ja
and
Rule.
Jay-Z and you know,
Jay-Z?
and it keeps going down the line, My
Jay-Z's
question,
a GOAT, bro.
right?
Yeah.
You'd be amazed though, right? You'd be amazed, right?
I mean, I'm not really shocked by it, you know. I always like felt like there's definitely something like weird about the industry, you know. I don't think this with every artist, but definitely like the you know, like the main ones that we know about.
Yeah.
You know, like the top celebrities and we're like artists. Yeah, I feel like they had to do a little something to get to where they at.
All right, but my thing is, why they coming out now if it's been years, right? So this is what I always learned from a little bird, right?
Who's a little bird?
I'm gonna get a little bird, couple of birds out there. All right, if you put your mind to it,
Okay.
Even if somebody gave you a pass
All right.
and you know it's wrong, but you kept that secret that whole time, you like it. You liked it, that pass. You liked it, that fact that he sat there and offered you to go to his room, or if you already have been to any of his parties, right? You know what I'm saying?
This is like
and
really...
these, it's getting deep. It's getting deep, right? So, in the end of the day, you coming out now, after all these years. So, all these years, why y'all been holding that back? Because you're afraid of what they're gonna say.
You know, that sounds like the Birdman situation.
Tell me about that.
Cause like they were saying the same thing, like all right, so they were saying the same thing about Birdman and Lil Wayne and pretty much the whole Young Money label.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of stuff that they was on. Well, more specifically him,
Well, the reason they were saying that shit about Birdman and Lil
especially
Wayne,
Young Thug. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's part of the Young Thug. I mean, not Young Thug. If he's part of the Young Money label, not like obviously right now. I don't think that's the thing.
nah. The reason they were saying that, I'm gonna tell you why. There was a picture of Lil Wayne and Birdman like
Kissing.
tap kissing.
Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't. My thing is,
I
check
just
it
don't
out.
think that's normal for two grown men to like do
All right,
that.
but did they really do that?
These can't. That's what I'm saying. Like people know how to like. Look, I'm gonna be honest.
All right, cause go ahead, explain yourself.
AI is like a hell of a thing,
Ain't
like,
it?
Like real talk, like
Ain't it?
people know how to edit something and make it look way worse than what it was, like or than what it even is. Like they know how to like spin everything around.
My
Like
point.
like they have the technology to do that, and
Okay.
they had the right type of editors to do that, and they were like from there. You know, obviously we like believe what we see is behind the screen. But
Right.
you know, a lot of the times that's not the case. Like it could be something totally different. But if you're out for like a certain person, you know, then that's what they're gonna do to like dirt your whole reputation, you know.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The thing is, the reason why that came out with Birdman and Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
well, a lot of people didn't know that Birdman was taking care of Lil Wayne. Like that was Lil Wayne's step pops.
Really?
If nobody didn't know that, like he actually took him in and took care of him in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not in no gay ways. And now
Nah.
back to the AI situation.
The AI,
you
that's the
absolutely
thing now.
right, because look at all the pictures that are coming out with Puff Daddy, Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Ja Rule, and multiple people of them kissing, and they got a picture of them kissing. Come on, bro, is that for real? Come on, let's be honest. And now it's coming out now.
So
All this is
what
bullshit.
I would say is like it's not the first time you hear about somebody who's in like it's like a power thing, you know, like someone who like is at the top of an industry or like a label. It's not the first time you hear about them, like you know, when it comes to them abusing their artists, you
Yeah.
know, for like leverage. Suge Knight, I remember he telling me the other day
Yeah.
that, you know, I remember seeing this, but I completely forgot about it until you bring it back up to the surface. Suge Knight was damn near forcing that guy who was the Ice Baby guy.
Yeah.
He literally like had him at the top of a skyscraper or like whatever, like a hotel.
On
or
his, with his
something.
2 feet. He had him hanging with his it was him and a couple of guys that had him hanging.
So force him to sign a contract.
Yeah, they had him
you know,
hanging
like, yeah.
across a skyscraper like this with his 2 feet.
So he had no choice but to
Yeah,
sign to the label.
yeah.
So like, if people are willing to do something like that, then you know, the one thing that could definitely get somebody like, you know, is like sexual stuff. So like, what do you call that word? Celibacies, or I believe that's how they say it. A lot of people do that. Like
Yeah.
it's heard of. Like it's very common, especially in Hollywood. That's why they call it like Hollywood.
All right, but my
You
thing
know?
my thing is, this is taken into a different extent, right?
Yeah.
You ain't just asking females, right? You asking guys here. This is all about guys. It's
Okay,
not-
so we're
this-
strictly just talking about like.
I mean, this
the
is
male,
what
male artists.
this is what they making it. They making it is all about guys.
I mean,
right?
you could see it just by like looking at certain like of the artists'
Now-
album covers. They're like very like they're very like you know, and one of Young Thug's his album cover is showing him like naked.
Yeah.
Like showing they did the same thing with Tupac. They did like that's like a thing. I don't know if it's like it's like subliminal messages behind whatever it is that the album cover stands for, and like pretty much it's like a gay ritual thing that they got going on. But that's not for sure. I don't know that for sure. That's just kind of like if you look at it, it does make you think like, what the hell? Why is that? Why is that like? Why does it look like that? Like, why are they doing that to these people?
I don't know. All I know, and if it is a gay thing, it is what it is. We ain't against gays. But one thing that I am against is when you're attacking this one person.
Yeah.
And if you knew he was gay and he threw passes at you, and now you saying something
And now you
after
saying
5,
something
6
about it.
years, what you was getting out of that?
You was getting money.
What you was
You
getting
was
out
getting
of that?
fame. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was something you was getting at. You liked it.
You got a fan base.
So
you
what
got,
that makes
listeners and
you?
stuff. That makes you just as like
You're a fag.
yeah. Damn, God.
You're a fag. Don't sit here and come at me and tell me, oh no, it's you know, it's not like that. And
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, we in 2004,
Well, you can't
bro.
confess.
I mean, 2024.
Yeah, you can't like confess to something or bring something back up to the surface and then expect people not to like, you know, because then you gotta put like logic, right? So if you put your logic into it, it's like obviously you was getting something out of the whole situation.
No,
And then
let's make it better than that. Let's make it better than that. Yo, Lewis, let's make it better than that.
all right.
Y'all was at his hotel when he called you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Y'all was at his hotel when he called you. So
Yeah.
and if you knew he made passes at you, and you went to his hotel, apparently you want the thing.
The thing.
That's it.
I mean,
that's the only thing I could think of. The thing and the money.
I'm hoping that it's not like real. You know what I'm saying? Because I do listen to his music. You know, like he has made some hits.
Wait, hold on. So what you saying is, if it is real, that affects his music. If you listen to his music, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you can be as gay as you could be.
No.
If your music is hitting and popping, I'm listening to that shit.
You know what? You're right, and I'm actually glad that you bring that up because a lot of people don't know how to separate the artist from their work. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's like, you know, if an artist does something stupid or they do something that's like super disrespectful or super like weird, they don't know how to separate that from the work. So you like, just for example, like a small example, you have somebody like King Von.
Okay.
Supposedly he was like damn near like a serial killer. You feel me? He was actually out there doing that stuff, right? But people praise him because he made good music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the many examples. But because people loved his music so much, they didn't know how to separate what he was really doing behind closed doors. you know, as opposed to just, you know, his music and actually what he does behind that and what his music stands for and what it
Right.
symbolizes. It's the same thing with like, you know, Puff Daddy or whoever artist that we talking about that's like just weird or they're bad, you know, or they have like just a bad reputation to their name. We don't know how to separate the artist from their work. And that's with pretty much anybody, you know? But I mean, just think about it. If you listen to someone so much, right? And then you hear something like bad about them and then it ends up being true, how would you feel if you listen to their music? It would feel like, you know, I don't know, like
You talking about like the movement? You talking about like
yeah,
the movement?
like the movement. I don't know if it's like a brainwashing thing.
No, you
I
right.
kind of see it like a brainwash thing. Like, damn, like what's this? Like, what does the music symbolize? And like, it stands for something different now, you know, rather than what it stood for like before.
So what you saying? So what you saying is if it is true, you would not see you won't see him hard like through his music like Victory and all these other songs.
Victory is my favorite.
It's a hit. But
That's my
so
like holy grail.
So that's what you're saying. You pretty much saying that you won't see him as real if that pops out like that.
I would see him as he's an amazing producer, like for real.
But not a hip hop artist.
No, he's a hip hop artist.
I know, but so
he's all those things. But aside from that, his mannerisms, his characteristics, who he is as a person, what he stands for. You know, the things that I'm gonna be honest, I'm not no one to like judge. It's not my place to judge anybody like that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we're only hearing what we see behind the screen.
right.
Like you never really know, right? The same thing with Jay-Z, the same thing with, I don't know, like any other artist that there was always like talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's crazy. Like the crazy part is it'll be other artists talking about these people. It's not other people, like random people from the street.
Yeah.
It's
Then
other artists
you
talking
got
about
TMC, you got TMZ and all these other people that they blow it up more.
I think that's all cap.
No, it's not.
I think like,
It's not.
okay, I don't think it's all cap. I'd take that back. I think there's a huge portion that's really just misleading. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like if a news, I don't know, bro.
All right, so TMZ is pretty much like the media
Yeah.
that comes in first.
But like
before
for
the
like
media.
celebrities and stuff like that.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
like, I don't know, for example, if 6ix9ine is doing something stupid at a club, TMZ's gonna catch it.
Yeah.
If an artist slaps somebody in the street, TMZ's gonna catch it. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I never understood how they always there. You feel me? And I think
Yeah.
that's the part of fame that makes it so dark.
Right.
Is that you're always gonna have somebody watching you. But a lot of the times it's not even the real story. Because people don't even know how, like, what was the root of what happened or like the cause of whatever it is that's been posted by TMZ.
Right.
Like a lot of it is just wordplay, you know, like it's all just by word, by mouth. I mean, yeah, you see what you see, but is that the full thing? It's usually never not really the full thing.
Well, my thing is what,
and I think that's the same case when it comes to Puff Daddy or Jay-Z or whoever that they're talking about. You know, like they do that with a lot of people, especially when they end up, you know, when their reputation is like this high, you know, and what they stand for and their success. I think the most successful people, yeah, they're gonna get dirted on, especially if you're doing that good.
Right, but my thing when I come out and all this, what the fuck? All this came out once they found out that he had something to do with Tupac's death and all that stuff. Now it went from Tupac's death to everybody leaving Tupac's death and being alert of that to Biggie's death and then straight gayness.
I'm gonna push on something.
Like straight up, like that shit don't make no damn sense to me, man.
It's so I'm gonna tell you right now. Producers or owners of record labels, they profit so much off of a artist's death, depending on how big or how controversial the artist was, or how skilled and talented that the artist was prior to their death and their work. Puff Daddy, he profited off of the beef between Tupac and who else? It was Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
They profit off of that.
What you
There's
think?
this contract called the Death Clause. You ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, so what the Death Clause is there's this contract that doesn't need to be signed by the artist himself, but only by the record label. And they signed that contract, the owner of the record label, if I'm not mistaken. And when they sign that contract, it's pretty much stating that when the artist dies, their family gets a percentage of what they made. when it comes to their albums.
Okay.
But also, the record label gets a certain percentage
Of
off
course.
of an artist's death. The same thing happened with Pop Smoke, with Nipsey Hussle. Well, I wouldn't say Nipsey Hussle because he had his own. I don't know if he was signed to anybody.
He was signed.
Pop Smoke. Who else? Tupac, even Biggie. They profit off of stuff like that. They profit just like they profit off of beef. You know, especially with like the rise of social media.
Yeah.
You don't realize that when somebody's beefing is always on like Instagram Live or something.
Right.
That's all a cap. They all do that just for business. It's to get the bag. But I think what's happened now as opposed to back then is that they don't know how to separate real beef from fake beef. And it ends up turning into real beef. And then that's when artists just start to die.
Yeah.
And then the owner behind the label is sitting back collecting all that money.
Of course.
Because they're killing each other off. You feel me? They're all just influenced by their fan base. You know? And that's where they profit at. That's what's called a death clause. You know, it's a lot more to it, but I can't break it down fully because I'm still trying to understand it.
Yeah. That's the same. That's the same thing. That's the same thing with when Fat Joe and Ja Rule supposedly they had beef.
Yeah.
But they've never had beef. What happened is
life.
there was a phone. Yeah, there was a phone call to Fat Joe. Hey, yo, listen, you want to make this money back? Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And he needed to pretty much be beefing with another artist to make that money back. He called up Ja Rule. And told Ja Rule, yo, listen, you want to make this money back? You want to make this money back?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, you want
but
back?
this is the terms. The terms. We gotta act like we beefing, whatever. But a lot of people didn't know that Fat Joe is godfather to his kids and all. So they really thought
people
that
don't even know that.
These two had beef.
Exactly, bro.
You got people looking at them when Ja Rule really end up in the hospital and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
Fat Joe went to go see him, and they looking at Fat Joe like, "What the fuck are you doing here, nigga?
Yeah.
Yo, all this other shit, man. They're like, yo, bro, chill."
And then the camera's cut, and then what
like nobody know until he had to let it be known, like, yo, this ain't real beef, bro.
And that's the part. That's the part when it comes to now. People don't know how to separate like real reality from like fake stuff. It's fake beef that turns into real beef. But either way, whether it's in both cases, the owner of the label profits. That's how people like Puff Daddy, like Birdman, like even Jay-Z, they're at the top because they know the whole dynamic behind the music industry,
right?
And they played the game correctly.
Right.
You feel me? But it's not to say that they don't like do dark like dirty stuff. You feel me? I think Puff Daddy definitely plays a big role, when it comes to Tupac and Biggie's death. Yeah.
And what they saying they all Snoop Dogg was part of the situation.
Yeah. All of them.
And all that. Yo, listen, let them rest in peace, man. And let me explain something to y'all.
At the end of the day, their legacy, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people can stand behind this. Is their legacy is gonna live on forever.
Of course,
there's never gonna be music, especially rap music that's gonna come out like that. That was a golden era, and they made sure that their voice was heard more. More importantly,
for sure, they left seeds. They definitely left seeds planted in the soil.
Absolutely.
Check it out, and I'm gonna explain something to y'all, man. I don't know about y'all, but yo, these people resting, bro. And when y'all go to their graves to sit there and visit them and pour alcohol and party over their grave,
that's wild.
They ain't resting.
Yeah,
they mad.
Is that like a thing that they do?
They mad, yes. They mad. So when you go to one of your family members' grave and they resting and you there, they listening to music, this is your favorite song.
Mad.
And they sitting there pouring alcohol. All you doing is making the bugs bigger with the alcohol to eat them even more. All right? If they rested, they rested.
That's a theory,
real fucking thing. What you mean? I'm not even joking about that.
Think about it.
Let them rest in peace.
They're already resting in peace. They're gone. They're not here.
All right. So what you mean? So
it really doesn't matter if they do that. I don't think it's.
So you want people?
That's
wait,
not
hold
cool.
on. So you telling me you want people jumping on your grave and pouring alcohol?
It wouldn't matter what it wouldn't like. But hear me out. Like
you're gonna wake me up. I don't like that shit.
Nah, this is not. He's thinking about like this Hail Mary type. Nah, bro. It's not. Bro, look, once you're gone, you're gone. Like,
yeah, I know that. But you know what?
I'm saying? Like, you're not.
Apparently, I don't want nobody going ahead and jumping on my grave and sitting there, put the guitar, pick the doom, and then sitting there pouring alcohol on my grave. And then top of that, you're making my grave dirty. And then there's more landscaping you got to do, right? Because why my grave's got to be the one with all the grass growing more?
Damn,
That's because of the
bruh.
alcohol you don't pour on it.
Even in the afterlife, you still gonna be angry individual.
Nah, I'm not. I'm just
Why
saying
you
the
so
truth.
picky? Even
I'm just saying the
even
truth,
in the
man.
afterlife, you like still, bro. They're not alive, so it doesn't like it. It does matter because I think. Well, I know for a fact you should actually respect the cemetery overall, or even if wherever the person has been cremated. Which me personally, I would rather be cremated, not buried under the ground. But either way, however you splice it, my bad. So however you splice it, at the end of the day, bro, they're dead. You feel me? They're not alive. So like there's like nobody's gonna be angry. Probably like their family members or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not ever nothing that, you know, unless your spirit comes back and haunts you. You feel me?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, nah, I think like to be respectful enough, yeah, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be partying over somebody's grave. You know, I think 6ix9ine done that a couple times.
What?
He's disrespected several artists' family members or close friends. And
yeah, but not on their grave.
No. But hear me. He used their death like man's trifling. He uses their death to get the other artists that he's beefing with mad. You feel me?
Yeah.
And how he sees it was like, well, if that was me, then y'all would have done the same thing to me. But then I'm looking at it, right, as a logical human being. What makes you any better if you're doing it? You feel me?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's going on with that, right? So
Yeah.
it's like the president, right? You can't get to him really, right? So you got all these Secret Service people around him, right?
Yeah.
So he could say what the fuck he want to say, right? He go to China, he go to anywhere, he be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
I'll blow y'all the fuck up. What you gonna touch me right now? You know how many Secret Service people I got? You know how many CIA?
But
I
they
got,
be shaking
right?
hands though.
Yeah, but check it out.
Song.
So now they go 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is like a damn, like he got all these Secret Service and FBI's behind his back. So he's gonna talk everything he's gonna talk. Or he's
Not
gonna
in
snitch
LA
you
Fitness. He didn't have no.
No, of course not. Because you know what?
Yeah, no Secret Service.
Okay. Let me say something better than that. And they took the Latin Kings
To what?
to whoop his ass.
I didn't even know Latin Kings had beat him up.
It took the Latin Kings to whoop his ass. It wasn't the Bloods.
But
it
like-
wasn't. It
but like
wasn't
real-
like the
real-
Crips.
real
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
I thought it was just
it's
like
so
some-
sad.
some
It's
dude that
sad
he used to work with.
that he talks all this stuff, and it's your own. It's not even your own kind because you ain't a king. But in the end of the day, you gotta watch what you say because you over here you sleeping on the Bloods, right? You sleeping on the Crips, all the people you talking shit about, right? Because you know they ain't gonna touch you, right? Because they know you a snitch. Some motherfuckers don't care. They came from that jail turf, and it was Latin Kings that did it.
So one thing I did see is that, you know, a lot of known artists are affiliated with cops, and it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They just
when you
move
say
smart.
that though, when you say affiliated with cops, you talking about
Affiliated
when I'm
with
going
cops.
to a
I'm talking
concert
about- no,
and I got cops behind my back.
No. I'm talking about if they go down for like a RICO or something, like depending on who the artists know, they have lawyers that they know personally that were either like they work for the feds or and so they have like their ways of finessing the system. Meek Mill has that.
Wait, but what you trying to say? You trying to say McMill's a snitch?
I'm not trying to say Meek Mill. No, I'm not saying he's a snitch. I'm saying a lot of them move actually smart. Like,
Yeah,
they're
but
not
I'm
gonna
talking
sit
about
there and-
snitches.
Okay, but
I'm talking about
Okay.
people
So
that
Gunna.
they okay, what's up with Gunna?
is the most recent artist, well-respected artist because of his work. But once again, people don't know how to separate the artist from their work. Like I said, so Gunna, he just recently got charged with a RICO case. No, I don't think he got charged with a RICO case, because he told the judge everything.
Oh, you better know what you're saying.
So Young Thug is actually, because they was all part of that same, clique.
Yeah.
You know, I think like 12, 13, I think 15 people went down for that. But Gunna
Okay.
and I think I don't know how much time they gave him, but all I do know is that in court he said like a lot of things that regarded to the RICO case that they was already in.
Okay.
And he admitted to it being like a lot of the things that they were, or the people that they were affiliated with, it was true. You know?
Okay.
But because Gunna told the judge, pretty much what they wanted to hear to be able to close the case out and get, all these people in jail, Isn't he considered a snitch? But nobody's talking about that, you know, because it's not 6ix9ine.
Well, the thing is, that nobody talking about it
Because why?
because
he did the same thing that 6ix9ine
That man
did.
probably don't got money like 6ix9ine. So they're gonna talk about the biggest and better.
But Gunna is
Right?
big, bro.
Yeah,
He's
but
literally.
listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He probably don't got that much money like 6ix9ine.
You know what it is?
So you know how the industry is.
It all ties down to characteristics. It all ties down to mannerisms or just even how you portray yourself on media. Gunna wasn't unhumble.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So he's always been a humble like person. He's not like 6ix9ine going other people's like graves or like death place or using other people's death just to like profit off of, you know,
Yeah.
just, you know, all the because it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. Like it's like I said, I feel like most of it is fake beef, but a lot of it turns into real beef when you're disrespecting somebody else's death. I even think he did something when it came to Nipsey.
Yeah.
And Nipsey's the most respected individual
Yeah, he was
in
talking
the industry.
about how he had if he would have had security
That's
and
what
all
I'm
that,
saying,
none of that
bro.
would have happened to
But
him.
at the end of the day, if you hear him out, like he's not lying.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, but my
I
thing is,
think the
if
way
you would have had security today, you got your ass whooped.
Yeah.
That would have never
That's
happened
true.
either.
That's true. And
How is it you're gonna give somebody advice?
Yeah.
Right? And you don't
Yeah.
take that advice that you said.
Because he's not humble. That's what separates him from a lot of other artists that they deem respectful even after going through a whole RICO case and having to like, you know, just tell on your people. So for the benefit of you, obviously, you know, because at the end of the day, being realistic about it, those people ain't gonna have your back when you in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I don't really know too much about that. All I do know is that when one artist does the same thing that another artist does, what separates those two artists? That this one's respected as opposed to the other one. And I think it's how you portray yourself on social media. So his approach to being enemies inside the industry was already super unhumble. If you look at any of his interviews, like, bro, none of these people like him. And I'm talking about 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And I think it's just how he carried himself because I want to say it's more like a narcissist. You feel me? Like you just idolize yourself so much that you kind of forget about everybody else around you. You know? And I don't think that's what Gunna did.
I think he's young. I think 6ix9ine is a young
He's
artist.
not young no more.
He's young, bro.
How old is he?
He's
Like
still
30 years
young,
old?
bro. That
That
kid
man
is
old.
young, man. He's young. He's living his life. He's doing what artists do. He's doing exactly what they want him to do. This is why he's getting paid for.
I don't think he's living his life though. I think
he's living his life.
I think he reached the pinnacle of fame and fortune. Then now he doesn't know what to do with it, you know.
Yeah.
And that actually happens to a lot of like celebrities, being specific artists because we're, you know, it's tied to the music industry. Same thing with Lil Xan. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He was a young artist that, you know, he got signed really fast because of his awkward style, but it still worked because it's just what worked for the generation.
Yeah.
For this generation, we like they don't like, you know, good music, conscious rap. No, like everything's like weird, you know, like weird art, weird style, but it works. So you get your first couple hundred bands, like, well, your first couple 100,000 bands, and it's like, I don't know if I'm saying that right, like 100 bands, 100,000, whatever.
Yeah, 100,000.
Same, yeah.
100.
So you get your first couple 100,000, and then boom, off the back, you're buying all these. So it's not the label that is destroying you. You feel me? I think it's how they move with the money that they're making off of the music that they're producing or that they're creating. And a lot of them aren't even managed like correctly. So the people that are in charge of these artists, they you know, they tell them what to do. You know, especially if you're that young.
But that has nothing to do with the label, though.
What do you mean?
The way they talk and all that other shit.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
That's who their character is.
That-
some
so if
some
you-
are fake. It's like, come on, bro, you ain't really from the streets. Chill the fuck out.
well, you gotta understand,
You
you
know
gotta
what I'm
put
saying?
off this because what they deem as respectful in the music industry, is this false persona. And I'm not saying it's the case with every artist. Like, you know, I think like, okay, so I think when Nipsey was actually out there, he's really from that. He really came from that. You can hear it in his music, and it just sounds just like soul music. You know, and just his mindset. If you hear him in his interviews and what he's been able to manifest over, you know, from his lifetime, it's amazing. You know, and he was so humble about everything, as opposed to somebody like
Yeah, did you know that Nipsey helped you get smacked around when he was a little kid?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has
So he
his
got
upbringing was most likely rough. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So
But
like
nah, I didn't know that.
no, like he got smacked. Like they used to bully Nipsey Hussle.
They did the
Hussle.
same thing with
They used to
Pop.
bully him. No, they used to bully. Like they have videos of this kid getting smacked. They didn't
Same
shit.
thing with Pop Smoke.
And
They did the same thing.
and
Him too.
He walked away, whatever.
Yeah.
Into the kid that smacked him. Look, Wakama's a motherfucker. Let me tell you, the kid that smacked him,
Yeah.
as he grew in the industry, the kid that smacked him, he wanted payback for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But this one kid got into a car chase with the police.
Yeah.
And they shot him. The kid
Damn.
that kept bullying him, that's one. Then
For
one
real?
of the other kids that was there always bullying with the other kid that died, right? Nipsey caught him and put an ass whooping on him, like a bad ass whooping and shit. So he caught the dudes that used to bully him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one of them had died. But he used to get bullied.
I feel that.
Yeah, he used to get bullied a lot, yo.
Yeah, bro. Especially if it's like recorded and like that's something that you like. Just even that experience going through that, like that's something that you just won't forget, you know. And that's what creates that, like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But it creates that beast, like, bro, you know. But I didn't know that, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Cat Williams, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, bro.
What are you doing?
I'm not gonna
and
lie.
why?
The most
They must have did him.
viral-
They must have did him dirty.
The most viral. I don't know if it's the most viral video, but that video that he had with Shay
He made
Shay
millions.
made millions of views, bro, off the
Yeah,
back.
yeah. He
And
called
it's just-
everybody out.
But why though? Like he went crazy.
You know why?
Because
Stop fucking with that man. That man never did
Yeah.
nothing to nobody.
So one thing I was actually interested about when I was listening to the interview, and unfortunately I didn't get to go like all the way. I didn't get to finish it all the way through, but I did hear some like key points through the video or through the interview on his upbringing. His upbringing actually made me see him as more of a respectable man because, like I said, people can see a certain persona based off of the person's work, but they don't know the root of it and how it all started, especially their upbringing. And we all know that the most respectable thing about a person that a person values the most is their upbringing. You know, it's the story of how they started. You know, so I didn't know he was reading books at like 5.
Oh, he's a smart dude.
He's a
no,
very
I mean like
smart,
a genius.
and you
smart
could tell,
dude.
like you could tell, he was reading
Yeah,
books.
a lot of people didn't know he was a genius.
Yeah.
He was a genius.
And
like,
these, and mind you, these were like non-fiction books. So the books that he was reading actually had a lot to do with reality, you know, and just learning like super, like, you know, all these words, his vocabulary, you know.
Yes,
and then even when he ties down to how comedy works, everything's strategic. You have to understand your audience, you know, especially that it's so diverse.
Yep.
It's so diverse now. So just striking one audience isn't enough. That he literally traveled states to understand each demographic.
Yeah.
And how he can, you know, approach it on stage and say this joke or these several jokes. And it works.
Yeah.
And it does work.
And
man.
you have people try to steal his shit too.
I believe a lot of people try to steal his
they try to
things.
steal.
He wrote for people, like he wrote scripts for people. Bro, he was like behind a lot of things that people would not admit to this day.
Well, his parents, I don't know if a lot of people didn't know, or you know, not just the interview. His parents was very religious, man.
Very religious.
Very religious.
Very religious.
And he couldn't live in a household like that. And he left. He bailed out early, man. He bailed out. I think it was like
at the age of
13.
13, yeah.
I thought it was 15.
I
Yeah,
think-
13. 13.
I love the fact when Shay asked him.
Oh yeah, it was 13.
It was
because it was
13.
him and his dog.
Yeah, it was him. It was him and his dog, and
He was at
Shay-
the truck stop.
Yeah, Shay, which is the owner of the podcast, he had asked him. He asked, "Yo, were you like you weren't scared or anything like that?" And the most realistic answer came out. It's like everybody's scared. If anybody tells you that they're not, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
It's how you approach that fear. You know,
That's right.
and that right there could tell. You could tell off the back this man like has been through some things.
Yeah.
You feel me? And at the age of 13,
Smart dude, man.
nobody really has the I'm not gonna say nobody, but a lot of men, especially now, don't have that grit. They don't have the balls to do what he did.
Yeah.
And I believe that's why he is where he's at now. And I love the fact that he never disregarded God. But
Yeah.
he understood that religion at a certain point can like tie you down depending on how you use it, you know, and he's seen that at an early age. So that's how you could tell this man wasn't stupid by any means. you know. And like I said, me watching that interview, I definitely see him as more of a respectable,
I respect him. I always
of a
respect him.
respectable
I went to
individual.
a lot of his shit.
We went to his
remember the last one
we
he
went to his World War III.
Yeah.
Thing.
Like,
and
yo,
I'll be honest, I had an amazing time. And his jokes,
him. I respect him.
People love him, bro.
Yeah, like
people love him.
I'm gonna tell you, yo, like all jokes aside,
Yeah.
I'm glad he came out of woodworks and said what he said, because that's to show you what the industry is about.
A
lot of people think, check it out. What's crazy is that people think that the industry is all happiness when you got money. It's misery. It's misery.
I think people have a good idea of how the industry works, but people really don't understand it coming from somebody else's perspective that wasn't willing to sell their soul.
Yeah.
You feel me? So hearing that from him, yeah, but that's why he didn't hesitate to expose anybody.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, he doesn't play for the dark side.
Right.
You know, at least that's what came from his mouth. You know? But him exposing a lot of things, I was like, whoa. Like,
crazy.
this man did not hesitate whatsoever. And then it makes you look at these people differently, because you're like, I would have never thought.
Martin,
I did, bro, a lot of things. You know, Martin, you talking about Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
You hear a lot of crazy things about these people, man. You know, especially for comedians, it's a lot different. The same thing happened with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is one of the many, greatest black comedians to this day.
He's the one that said he's the one that said they try to make him wear a skirt too.
They try to make him wear a skirt, and the fact that they were refusing to do that and refusing to be symbolized as something that they're not, for the sake of embarrassment. I think that's what makes that's what makes puppets in the industry. It's like, what are you willing to do?
Yeah.
Are you willing to walk away? And I think that's what makes a person or these individuals so much more respectable, is that the value and their morality hasn't been lost, even while you're in the industry, because you understand the dynamic of how it works, even like beforehand.
Correct.
But I can imagine, like, I can't even fathom the things that he's seen in Hollywood / Hollyweird.
Yeah.
A lot of individuals lose their heads, they lose their morale.
It's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? But his work is so much more respectable now that I know his upbringing and the person that he is. You're never gonna know the full story, like who he is, because like I said, they're only gonna show you what they want to show you. You know, but I don't think he really had anything to hide. And you could see right there, he was super transparent. And like I said, he exposed a lot of people. But like the same thing like I said happened with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle refused a $20 million deal.
Yeah.
From, I don't know if it was some
they wanted him to wear a skirt or some shit like that.
Yeah,
they wanted him, he was like, yo, why?
He wanted to wear a shirt.
He walked in the set and he was like, yo, why are these people wearing skirts?
Why are they wearing skirts?
And that's
like,
the same thing that Katt Williams said, yo, that's why he didn't get certain parts on certain movies. Because they wanted, he was like, nah, because that's pretty much saying a symbol.
They're not stupid.
That's not right.
And so
you know what I'm saying?
And Katt Williams did not hesitate to mention that when he went to Africa, not Katt Williams, Dave Chappelle, to like just get away from all the BS here in the Western civilization and what media has portrayed him to be. When he went to escape for a little bit, they said that he was on a run. He was on drugs. Dave Chappelle's on drugs. Bro, they try to out Katt Williams. He said it in the interview. They like literally try to out this man.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what goes on behind, you know.
That's the fame life.
That's the life of that's what Hollywood consists of. Yeah. You meet some some dirty, dark people that are willing to take you out for the benefit of them and because you look better than them. It's all an ego thing. You feel me? And it's the same thing with artists. It's all an ego thing. It's all just an ego. Like it's a clash of egos when it comes to each other. And then when it becomes a real thing, then that's when people start to be like, oh no, what? This is serious. Like, you know, then death starts getting involved, you know? But that's how it really is in there, bro.
Yeah.
You know? It's a scary thing, for real.
Yeah, it is. It is, definitely. Yo, check it out. I'm normally going to start doing this. I'm normally going to take one question from somebody that emails me and put it on and talk about this question.
All right.
I have this dude that texts me. Check this out. Y'all tell me what y'all think, right? He said, yo, I was having a one night stand with a female, and she hasn't called me back. Does that mean that I did something wrong, or what's going on? I'm confused. I'm not gonna mention his name.
Oh man, he said it was a one night stand.
I don't. Yeah, like he. Let me read this correctly because it says a one night stand here. Yeah, I had a one night stand, and he had a one night stand with the female, and he finally gave it a D.
Yeah,
and she hasn't called him back.
She hasn't hit him up.
She hasn't called him back. Now that could mean a lot of things, bro.
That's crazy.
That could mean she's probably waiting for you to call her, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a lot of things that ties
it could be. It could be good. It could be bad. It could be. Maybe she feels some type of way. Maybe she feels like, damn, I give it to him quick.
So that's actually.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
That happened to me a couple times, like where. Well, actually, it's crazy how it works. All right, so first and foremost, because you're thinking that you already lost, but it doesn't mean you can't come back from that. And what I mean is the mentality.
Right.
Like if you're already thinking like, yeah, this girl gonna hit me up, it's normal, you know, when it comes to like when you think that, if that's where your mind, you know, wanders, but you need to catch that, you know, like in time. Or is it because if not, you're just gonna like be stuck in that mindset, and it's just gonna really like mess with you. It's gonna like mess with your mentality. It's gonna mess with your mood, because you're expecting something that you shouldn't be expecting, and you're expecting a response back. And whether if it happens or not, it doesn't change the fact that, you know, you got what you got. Like you got a nut off, man. Well, it kind of depends. Like if it's a one night stand with a female, like if it's his first time meeting her, then yeah, bro, you probably shouldn't really expect anything more from her. If it's a one night stand, you feel me? But if she hits you back, then bro, like kudos to you. But if she doesn't, don't be disappointed in it. Don't question yourself, because if you do, it's not gonna work in your favor, dog. Don't question yourself. Whether it was good or not, you got to keep moving on past that, and you'll be surprised that usually when men move on from that, and they expect and they don't expect after a certain point in time anything from anybody, especially a female, like a response, that's when they usually get a response back, because your mind has already been off of that you've been distracting yourself with other things that are more important than that.
Exactly.
You get me?
Exactly.
And I think that's more like someone who's thinking based off of their emotions, their feelings, which is, you know, it's not okay, but it is common. It does happen. So it you know, you're human. You have emotions. You're gonna feel a way if you gave yourself off to another female and she doesn't like hit you back up. But I don't think that's necessarily like a bad thing. The female could be going through. Here's the thing why you shouldn't be stuck in that is because it could be so much scenarios that's happening. Either the female's going through something or she got a dude, you feel me? And, you know, because females feel guilty too sometimes after doing that. Like, that's a real thing. Or maybe they feel like, you know, they gave themselves away too fast, so now they feel a little bit ashamed, you know? Or, you know, most of the time it's a pride thing. It's like an ego thing. Like, oh, I'm not going to hit him back up unless he hits me back up. Which, honestly, it's petty, you know, on both ends if y'all both think like that. That's why I say it's so much scenarios that could be in that situation that it's better off if you just don't expect anything.
Right.
You know? Whether if it was good or not good, move on from it.
I think you explained that 100. I think you explained it 100. I'm going to explain it a little bit more like without Vaseline. I got
like
my
raw,
own opinion.
like the raw
I'm going to
is-
give it to you straight up. I was younger. When I was younger, I was a player. I've been with my wife a long time. Love my wife. This ain't nothing against females. All right.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they will know what's against.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And anyway, she gave it up to him too. So at the end of the day, I'm not dashing no females, right? I mean,
I don't know.
At the end of the day, right?
It's just what happened.
But I'm gonna bust something down.
All right, what's up?
I went through that multiple times. Smash female, bum 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 bum. You want the D? I'm gonna give you the D.
Yeah.
I give you the D. I don't call her. She don't call me. And before you know it, bro, like weeks later, bro, she's like chasing you everywhere. Like, yo, Yo, why you ain't call me? Why you ain't call me?
Like, it works both ways.
Why
bro.
you ain't call me, right? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I thought you was gonna call me. No, bro, you know. And then I bumped into this one female smash, and King Louis was saying the truth. She had a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't want nothing of
You don't want
having a
part of that.
relationship, you know what I'm saying? And she
Yeah.
knew that. And I smashed, and apparently I was waiting for a response back. And I didn't need the response back because at the end of the day, you know, I got the pussy.
You
nigga.
got the. All right, so here's the thing, right?
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Even if you know what I'm saying, she don't call you back or not. Look,
It's
listen, I got
straight,
what I
bruh.
wanted.
Don't-
She got what she wanted.
Yeah.
You run back to your man, and that's it. Like if you saying like you wrote on text, it was a one night stand, right? Hold on,
friends
King
with
Louis.
benefits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, but what I'm saying is, if it was a one night stand, it was a one night stand. Don't expect no more from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you be amazed, like King Louis was saying, like you be amazed of how they're gonna come running back. You know what I'm saying? And now if they don't run back, then you know what? Then it is what it is.
I remember my homeboy told me, yo, if they don't do that, they're a demon. I'm like, what?
If they don't do what?
Because he said that they're a demon. They ain't got no type of feelings. They don't care. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like,
What you mean? What you mean by that?
I
though?
kind of took it into consideration. I'm like, damn, like does that mean she a demon? Because mind you, bro, this dude's right. He's not a player. He's a hoe. Like,
Yeah.
he smashed at like, bro, like a lot. You feel me? And here's the thing, right? That's why you shouldn't be so quick to like smash. I think if you like take your time with it, you actually get to know the like person a little bit more. You know, whether if y'all like just friends or y'all like, you know, want to be boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, if it's a one night stand and y'all been actually talking for a while way prior to that, you still have the same mindset. Like, don't expect anything. Like, but believe it or not, sex doesn't really help all the time. Kind of depending on how it goes. It leaves you both like vulnerable. So I think that's where the feelings come from, and then the overthinking comes from. But like I said, I don't think that's the case with everybody. Because I've had times where I had one night stands and then the female automatically hits me back up, you know, like the next day, try to act like I left something at their car or their crib when that wasn't the case. Because like I would have, I don't know, like for example, my keys. She'd be like, yo, you had left your keys. And I'm just like, I have my keys on me. And then I'm super transparent. So I'll tell them straight to the point, bro. If you know, if you want to have a conversation, then tell me. And then I'll be like, yo, I had a good time, by the way, with you. And then they respond like, oh, I usually don't do this.
Yeah.
If they say that, I'm not saying that all of them that say that means that they're lying, but usually that's not the case. Like a lot of them, that's not their first one night stand. And like I said, I think like shame plays a role. So they don't want to be looked at a certain way, but sometimes y'all can just both be sexually attracted to each other. Like it happens. You feel me? Like y'all vibing that much. But again, watch yourself because that's where the vulnerability comes at. And you expecting too much from this person after sex. You know, it's like, it's okay to hold off a little bit. I mean, the females play the same game.
Yep.
They make a man hold, like, wait. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, if you're not willing to spread your lady flower right there and then, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think, you know, the guy should, like, think the same way. Like, man, I shouldn't just, like, give it to you right there and then. You know, like, you want to keep it interesting. You want to keep that what do you call that? That thrill, that suspense of wanting it, but not giving it right there and then. Because once you give it, if it's good or not good, they're going to know. And then that's what's going to make you overthink. Like, damn, bro, like, did I hit that right?
Man, listen here. This
You
is
feel me?
what I got to say to you, bro.
What's up?
Hit it and leave.
That's...
Hit it and leave. If you out there, see you looking for too much. Fuck that.
Hit it and leave.
Hit that shit. Yo, thank you.
And,
Go about your business.
And this is towards
Fuck
who?
it.
Towards who? Like
Towards-
what category? What caliber of men is this towards?
This is towards if you already knew what a one night stand was gonna get you. Like just hit it and let it be. And now if you out there looking for love, then be in your feelings all day.
I don't think
you know
that's
what I'm saying.
something you can
And then
really look
and then
for. You
that's
can't
what's
really
gonna make
look
the
for
female
love,
even
bruh.
not like you anymore.
Yeah, just don't be clingy, dog.
Yeah, you feel what I'm trying to
Yo,
say? Like, you know what I'm saying? I say just hit it, have fun with it, and leave. Like, and if she don't call you back, then it is what it is. Go to the next one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, at the end of the day, you got goldfishes in the sea, bro. Do you got goldfishes in the sea, though?
Me?
Hold up. Goldfish is in fresh water, right? Okay, I'm gonna rephrase that shit.
You stupid.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
rephrase
So
that.
you do got a point.
You got a lot of fishes in the sea. I said go fishing.
Look,
The fuck?
you do got a point, but look, not every man has it like that. Unfortunately, a lot of the fishes are taken, or they're just like not willing to, they're not in that category of dating right now. And like a lot of people are like doing like online dating now. Like, I don't know, like Facebook or like Tinder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's already like, I don't know. It could work for certain people and it can't work for other people. That's what I'm saying, bro. Overall, you should just like focus on yourself. You feel me? And I know like everybody hears this. This is like the most common, thing that, like I know like men are trying to hearing that stuff, bro. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. The truth is, bro, if you go out there looking for love, if you chase that, bro, if you chase the elephant, it's gonna flee from you. I think that's how the saying goes. I don't know if that's how the saying goes. But the point is, if you chase something so much, look, the point is, bro, I gotta like really start looking up these like metaphors or whatever they're called.
Yo, you talking
like
about metaphor? I said go fishes in the sea. The fuck? They don't go fishes in the damn sea.
Whatever,
they
dog,
fresh
but
water, bro.
Y'all pretty much get what I'm saying. Like, if you chase something too much and you like fully like, if you tunnel vision on that one thing or on that one person, especially if it's a female, like they're gonna see that it's and then that's gonna make them flee from you because you're not really focused on yourself. And I think that's like ultimately what attracts like the right person for you. If you just and even if not, it's okay. Like, move on. Like, don't expect too much from anybody. And that's overall, like, that's aside from dating. Just don't expect too much from anybody.
Yeah.
Like, for example, don't go on a date, right? Pay for this person's meals or whatever, and then expect something from it. Like, just do that because that's just who you are. Like, you're a gentleman. You feel me? By heart. That's just an example of like, don't be one of those dudes that's like, I'm gonna pay for this, so she better give me some pom pom when we get.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's not the way to
if
think.
You could listen, if you could sit there and you could get a cheeseburger and get some ass out of that, hey, that's pretty good and cheap.
Look, I think if you're able to,
you know what I'm saying?
I think if you're able to if you're able to get that, then like kudos to you. But again, like, don't make it sound like it's on a pedestal. Like, don't, bruh, sex is not a bad thing. It's how people view it. You feel me? Like, people think sex is vulgar, like it's bad. Oh my God. No, it's not sex that's vulgar. It's how people use sex, how people view it. If that's all a guy's looking for, you automatically lost. Because that means when you do get it, you're gonna be clingy. You're gonna be way too attached. And like, attachment is like the ultimate killer. Like, obviously that's depending on what you're attached to. If you're attached to your goals, that's different. If you're attached to like a female, like, you constantly hitting her up, you constantly, you're getting emotional over her, you already lost.
Well,
But
that's sexual. That's.
You can have sexual tension without being.
That's it. You don't have to be in love with the chick.
You don't got to be attached to the circumstances.
It's all
usually
about
when you're not attached, that's when they want you more. But like, I don't know what it is in this day and age. Like, men have this misconception that they want a female to chase them. And I get that because I had that mindset at one point in time. And so I just like recently had a conversation with you. And it's like, bro, that's just not what you do. You feel me? Like, if you're fishing for validation, And that's something I had to learn from my experience. Like, it's not something that you read off of a book or you like hear from somebody. I mean, some people learn a lot faster than others just by hearing it. No doubt. But me, I had to like actually go through it. I had to like actually go through the whole dating and seeing the whole dynamic behind it. And what I got of it so far, because I view myself as a student at all times. I'm always learning, When it comes to that in specific, there's always something to learn, But what I learned so far is that, bro, just chase your goals. You feel me? Like, don't attach yourself to any of that, to any female if she's not gonna be like a long-term fit for you. And you gotta know what that is. You gotta know like the right one, and that usually comes with experience. You just gotta go in and out, especially if you're young. Go in and out. You don't gotta like be committed to one thing. Like when you're older, that's obviously the same rules don't apply. If you got like a wife and kids, that's different. But if you're playing a young man's game, give yourself time to see what you actually like, what works for you, And usually what works for you is not being attached so much, because that's the ultimate killer when it comes to the dating game. But again, I'm still learning, so I don't really know too much.
Look, I'm gonna give it to you from a man, a 44-year-old.
So older man's
There's
perspective.
nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you, bro. Listen, you could have the best D in the world, yo.
Yeah, bro.
And at the end of the day, the female who don't like you, or if she wants to go do something else, she's gonna go do something else.
That's it.
So that's the problem with men. Men think because I got the best D,
That's how I used to think.
that you know what I'm saying, that you feel like you got a trap. No, that's not the way females work, bro. Like just leave that alone. She didn't call you. Hell with it.
It's straight.
Yo, you know when she's gonna call you? When you knocking her cousin down.
That's wild, but you.
That's not wild. That's the truth.
No.
I bet you she'll call you then. Oh, I heard you not throwing my. Well, yo, I thought we were done.
Bro,
like, what you
look.
mean? You never called me back? No, but it was all good. You know what I'm saying? If she gave you a response in the end and say, yo, everything was good or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she spoke to you in the end.
Don't
then
let
there you
that
go.
like inflate your head though. 'cause
Yeah, it don't. That's
when
what
they tell
I'm
you
saying.
these certain things,
All
like,
right, but don't
then
let
that's
it
when
inflate your
inflates
head.
their like ego, and then they feel like they the man, and they only depend on their sex to like reel them in. And like if you reel a female in and she's easily manipulated by that, then my man is like, I get that it feels powerful at that point in time, but you're in for a rude awakening, bro. You feel me?
There
I
you
think
go.
there's other ways you could like have them attached without, like you just don't want a female that's easily brainwashed by you.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it is through like trauma, to be honest. So if you like wonder why these females out here with like the worst type of dudes, it doesn't make you bad, bro. It's just that they just don't understand it. They're more in touch with their or into with their feelings rather than their logic. And it like you can't be mad at them for that. They don't understand it. Just like a lot of young men don't understand the dynamic behind dating. It's okay. You just gotta live through it. You gotta go through it to understand it. That's really all it is, bro. But
There you
don't
go.
ever question yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Don't ever.
And that's
don't,
something
don't
I'm still
lose-
learning to do. Like I said, I'm not by any means perfect. I still go through my phases where I'm like, I do question myself. But what I learned is how to counter it with, distracting yourself with like hobbies and stuff, like, or just work, for me, like chase the bag, chase the money, get your finances down pat, work on being an independent person. And that's for both like males and females, but don't fully cut out your dating life because of it. Just understand it.
Yo,
Go through it.
Bottom line, don't worry about it, bro. There's nothing wrong with you, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got married men that been with females 30 years, bro,
Yeah,
and
bro.
got the good sex, and she still want to divorce the motherfucker. Yo, at the end of the day, that shows you everything, yo. Females are females, some guys are some guys, yo. This is the world we live in, yo. I got one more.
What's up?
Over here. Check this one out.
Wait, can I say something before you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I understand where you're coming from, but don't. The one thing that men tend to do is not take accountability for what they did wrong, especially if you've been in a marriage for a long time. I'm not saying it's the woman that's wrong all the time or the guy that's wrong all the time, but I think on both ends, both need to take accountability for what they did and not just blame one or the other for the downfall of a marriage or a relationship. So it's more what's critical about that is the balance.
But we talking about the D. We talking about the D, kid.
All right, don't
We ain't
depend
talking
on
about the
that,
whole
bro.
relationship. We talking
You could
about
have-
the D.
bro,
The
you-
D.
You could have the longest D, but that doesn't.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
It might keep it real a little longer than a guy that's not just like fully loaded. But at the end of the day, like it's still a short term thing. It's more about your mannerisms.
That's what I'm saying. We were talking about the big D.
Oh my God, why you keep saying it like that?
The D? What the fuck? I don't know what I'm saying wrong. I don't know
There's
what I'm
something
saying
wrong
wrong.
with
I
you,
mean,
bro.
we just saying that's what we talking about.
You keep saying like I don't know. You like emphasize it like 20 times.
Nah, that's the way you see it.
Alright.
That's the way your brain.
stupid.
All right, bro. Here goes this one, bro. This is a
Yeah.
good one, yo.
What's up?
Yo, I think my wife is cheating on me.
Whoa.
And I always see this dude talking to her, and he look like he got mad money, and I think she's cheating on me because he has money. All right, my mans, I'm gonna explain something to you. What you need to be looking at is the broke dudes. All right, you thinking that she's playing you with the dude that got money, but she's playing you with the dude that's making the burgers. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's a fact. All right, I know a lot of people that's.
You got a point.
No, I'm dead serious. I know a lot of people. I actually got 2 boys right now that's actually smashing married chicks. All right, which I don't
Condone it.
condone it. All right, married chicks And these niggas got nothing going for themselves, right? But the husband had the same problem that you having. They thinking that she's messing around with the manager from wherever, I'm not going to say, okay, that has the money, and he has nothing to do with nothing. He's just being a straight manager. And you looking at him thinking that your wife is cheating with the manager, but you don't know that she's cheating with one of the employees.
Wait, bro.
All right? So, no. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. Don't focus on somebody that has money all the time. Because that motherfucker don't want nothing. All right? He's getting what your wife is giving him. She don't want nothing. She wants to run back to you regardless. She's just getting one thing.
Bruh.
Right? So what I'm trying to tell you in this situation is don't look at ain't no dog. It's the truth. In this situation, don't be looking at the people that got money. Don't think that she's all about the money. If somebody's giving her the good D,
oh my god,
she's gonna go. He's probably moving it right.
Can I like break it down a little bit better for them? Like
if you want to break it down a little bit better, I'll give you raw dog.
You do have a good point, and I think looking at one end of the spectrum, it's not gonna help you. But another thing is that I think what caused them to do that, I'm not no pro, but from what I think is if you have the mindset that she's cheating, is because you already lack the confidence, you know, and I think that's like a lot of men think like that in a marriage. Like, yo, is she seeing, you know, she's acting different. You gotta understand that's what comes with commitment. You know, you're gonna deal with that time to time. It's how you react to it. And when you're like not sure if she's seeing somebody else, you probably had that mindset prior to her actually cheating. And that's what led her to cheating in the first place. It's because I wouldn't doubt it if the dude already asked the female, yo, you seen somebody? Once you do that, that sets off a subconscious trigger in her head. Like, okay, he doesn't trust me and he's not confident in not only me, but in himself, in our marriage or our relationship.
Or she was micro cheating from the get.
I don't know. I mean, look, bro, you just work on your confidence. You know, like you could get her back. But I don't know, bro. That's a hard topic.
There's no confidence in the world. What you need to do is focus.
Absolutely.
What he needs to do, look, what I'm going to tell you right now, what you need to do is focus on everybody in that place. Don't just focus on one person. If you feel like she's cheating,
bro, that's
do it the right way.
Ever.
No, it's not the worst
it is.
advice. Because he's thinking his wife is cheating on the next man. But
bro,
it's the next man.
If you're focused on everybody, then you're focused on.
But she must have gave him the ability to feel like that, right?
So she must have given him some like alert signal.
Okay, then.
At the end of the day, bro, focusing on everybody aside from one man is just gonna make it worse. Because now you're not only thinking about one man, you're thinking about several other dudes. So now every time you walk in there with her, you're gonna think everybody in their mama is like piping her down.
Fuck that. You got to think everything. You got to be smart.
You should not think everything, because thinking everything is literally overthinking, and you overthinking is what's leading her to cheat in the first place.
That's bullshit.
That's not BS. That's literally the cause of most breakups or most divorces. Is that the person, especially the men, they lose themselves in just a thought. They create this their own jail cell, because over time in a relationship they lose their confidence. And then they forget what their value is. They forget what they stand for. Of you know, they lose their confidence over time.
Yeah, but I think it takes two.
It does take two.
Okay.
But you gotta understand that it's not. Look, times are different now. Yes, but like if we're talking about a marriage, the man is supposed to be the one like taking a hold of that. Regardless, yes, it does take two. But let's be honest, the female is only going with what you're showing her. You lead the way. You set the path. So if you walk it, she's going to walk there too. So if you sit there and start messing up, she's going to start messing up too. She's holding your hand the whole time. You're leading from up front the whole time.
Yeah, but what that got to do with cheating?
That literally has everything to do with cheating.
What
That's
that got
the
to do
root
with
of
his question is what I'm saying.
His question is already messed up. It's because now he's already overthinking things. And even if that's the case, he don't even know if she's cheating for sure or not. That's not a for sure thing.
That's true.
So
that's true.
It's literally
he don't know for sure.
It's literally the same thing that we talked about when it comes to the younger dudes. Like we literally just told him, don't overthink. If shorty don't hit you up, if she don't hit you up,
yeah, but there's
chill.
a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference of two subjects.
No, the same principle
applies. It's not a principle. One principle is you hitting it and you leaving it. Then the other principle is this is your other half that you're talking about. There's two different. It's two different.
You're talking about what's happening on the external, what's happening on the outside. But I'm talking about the inside. The whole time, whether you're young or you're old, you gotta have that confidence to not attach yourself to the circumstances.
No, I know
The only
what
thing
you're
you should
saying.
be, the only thing you should be attached to is making sure you take care of your family and you're leading with protection and you're guiding them and you're being the leader regardless.
All right,
That's the
that got
mindset
nothing to
that
do
you
with
gotta
that.
have.
Got nothing to do with
that has everything to do with that.
That had nothing to do with it.
Look, bro, if you're asking whether your wife is cheating or not, you automatically lost. Why did you lose? Because you don't have confidence in yourself, nor do you have confidence in her or the relationship. And if you have to ask people online, then that's pretty damn sad, if I'm being honest. Now, given, I get that you don't understand, but going on a social media platform asking somebody else, you already lost. You've already lost.
I don't see it like that.
That's
don't
how I
it
see
like
it.
that.
That's reality.
I don't see it like that.
Telling them that they should think about every other dude and not focus on just one dude because it could be the guy making burgers rather than the guy that's financially stable. No.
It could be.
And even if that's the case, why is she doing that?
We would never know.
I'm telling you, she's not doing that for no reason. Unless she's just a trifling female, bro.
Are they
And if that's
trifling
the case,
females out here?
There's absolutely trifling female, but if you know that, if you would know she's trifling, especially if you've been married to her, bro. I think you would know long enough to know the type of person she is. If she's trifling and you chose to stay in that relationship, then bro, you gotta sleep in the bed that you made. And the only way to fix that is by deading that.
I don't think they married.
Okay, if they're not married, then move on. If she's making you question yourself, which she should never have that type of power, and nor should she have that type of power when it comes to you, then there's something wrong, bro. You're just not confident, especially she's not even like you're not committed to her long term, bro. Then it's obviously a short term relationship. Move on, bro. Move on. Focus on yourself again.
There you go, kid. I gave you advice. King Louis gave you advice. It is
You
what
gave
it is.
him bad advice.
I gave him just be careful.
I think you gave the youngins good advice, but you just gave these. No, bro.
No, what you mean? I give it raw. I give it raw. I give it straight
But
up.
giving it raw doesn't mean it's good all the time, bro.
Okay, so check it out. This is facts that I'm saying though. This ain't something that's made up. Like you got a lot of people they think that their wife is playing them or their girlfriend is playing them with them nigga they got the fucking Ferrari and all this shit, and it ain't that. It's the nigga they got the Toyota.
Bro, that's just facts. I'm gonna tell you right now. She's messing with the guy with the Toyota is because the guy with the Toyota has more confidence than you. Is it?
That could be it.
So she's not looking at anything materialistic because, honest to God, if you're not an IG model, they don't care about that.
What do you mean an IG model?
Because all IG models care about is their followers, their fan base, and the next Louis Vuitton bag. I'm not saying that's the case with every IG model, but come on, like, let's be honest.
That's pretty much it, though.
Right. So if she's not that, if she's not that, and she's actually like real down to earth chick, bruh, big chill. Just be confident. You know you got it in the bag. That's it. Why you gotta question yourself? Why you gotta question? Well, is it the dude with the Toyota or the dude with the Ferrari? Bro, at the end of the day, she don't care about any of that. It's the type of man you are. There's a lot of dudes with Ferraris that still aren't confident enough because they put Punani on a pedestal, and there's a lot of dudes with Toyotas out here, like a plethora of them, that put Punani on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. It's like, where's your morality at, bro? Where's your value at? What are you putting first? What are you putting first? You gotta put yourself first. You gotta be selfish in a certain facet, bro. That's it. And it doesn't mean a bad thing. Just carry yourself accordingly, big dog. Like, just carry yourself accordingly and never question yourself. Because once you do, that's when everything goes downhill. Because now you're not sure. Now you're leading in the path of uncertainty. But you know this already. Chill. Be certain about your motives and about what you stand for. And that's when the female is going to stick with you, bro. That's it. It's not that. It's hard, yeah, but it's not impossible. You feel me?
If your female, if she gave you sign and she cheated on you, and she cheated, you lost already, bro.
No, I don't think that's the
way.
case.
That's you either lost or you got a lot to make it up.
I think there's been times where probably men are so stuck in their head that they see things that aren't even in, like, what's actually happening. You feel me? Yeah, okay, given. You do have to pay attention to certain behaviors. If she starts changing up certain things that is a routine pretty much, then yeah, there's definitely something to look out for, bro. But at the end of the day, she's only doing that because you're the one guiding her regardless. You're the one that sets the way. You're the one that sets the path.
All right, so give it in a couple words to this man right here. I gave you my word. My word is I feel like you focus on the wrong dude. That's my word. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Be careful who you focus on. But won't you give it in your words straight up real quick to this man right here?
I think if that person's making you question yourself, then yeah, maybe there's something that you should definitely look into. And maybe you need time by yourself. Have time for yourself. Like, don't be afraid to be by yourself for a certain amount of time to get your mindset back, to get your confidence back. It's okay to walk away. Because if you're not willing to walk away, then, you know, it doesn't mean completely cut the person off. It could just be you being inside your head and you got to walk away for just a certain amount of time, you know, and find yourself again, bro. Find your confidence again, you know, build your foundation. Start over again if you have to. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you got to question yourself, then you already lost.
Yeah.
You know, but you didn't fully lose the race. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
It's a race.
There you
gotta
go.
be willing to play it. Don't hate the player, bro. Hate the game.
That's right. But my question to you is, maybe you could text me again and are you sober most of the time when you figuring this out?
That's a good thing too.
Because I
vices.
know
What's your
yeah,
vices?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Because if you ain't sober and you drinking all the time or you getting high, or
already
whatever,
lost.
that shit right there
catches
make
up
you
to you.
see things that you think there was something going on. So
That's true.
You know, that's another thing. So I'm asking now because I didn't mention no names or nothing. Like nobody would never know who you is. But what I'm saying is that, you know, text me back on my email. Not text me, email me. You know my email.
Yeah.
And, you know, are you sober? Or, you know, while you experiencing this stuff? Or are you drinking? You know what I'm saying? And you know, we talk some more, man. Well, I got a private line on that. You know what I'm saying? Just email me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Check it out, yo. We got a hitting topic.
I thought that was a hidden topic.
That's not the hitting topic.
Damn.
That was the two emails that I read right there, yo. Yo, I could be a little raw dog with the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm OG, you know what I'm saying? It's OG and you got Young G right there. You know what I'm saying?
Young G?
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
God.
You know, you like the older Young G. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard of that before.
Because the knowledge. Think about it, right? You know what I'm saying? The knowledge is what makes you an OG and what makes you a G, right? It's the knowledge,
I don't
right?
consider myself a G.
All right, then you a low G. Fuck that. I'm gonna stop giving you props then. You know what I'm saying?
You're still saying the word G.
I said you're the little G.
Little G? That sounds demeaning now.
That's what I'm saying. It's never good enough for this guy, right? Never good enough. Check it out. So hitting topic is,
what's up?
I read on my email, and this is a good one. I mean, could be confusing.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was watching porn.
Whoa.
Check it out. Check it out.
Back at it with the porn stuff?
He was watching porn.
Okay.
And he did his thing. He pleasured himself, but when he noticed he was watching two dudes and it wasn't two females.
Oh.
Does that make him gay?
Yeah.
What do you mean you didn't know that was two
That's really
males?
graphic.
You mean it was two females? They were males, but they looked like females doing each other? I mean, you could tell this.
I mean, I think
you can see the elephant trunk, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on. Really? Does that even make... That's a stupid question. What?
Does that make him gay?
Yeah. It makes you gay, yes.
All right.
I mean, kudos, bro. If you like what you like, then I'm not saying don't do that.
We ain't
That's
against
what you-
gays, man.
I'm
It
not-
is what
I'm
it
not-
is.
I'm not against that.
But
I mean, I'm definitely against you acting stupid and
I
not
think-
realizing what a female and a guy is. You
I
know?
think, damn. I mean, if you pleasuring yourself, how long did that last? Because you was watching the porn at the same time. I mean, you watching this whole shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you telling me, you know, you didn't know that the other person was a guy into the end.
I mean,
until you've pleasured yourself. Are you trying to ask us? Is it since you pleasured yourself and now you know noticed there was two guys? Are you gay?
I
don't
think you
know.
got a lot of weirdos on your emails. That's what I think. Personally, I think that's like a lot of men that are like out of touch with reality.
It is what it is.
That you're asking, if you have to ask and like question yourself when it comes to that, then yeah, you're definitely like lost.
Maybe you
my
ain't
boy.
gay. Maybe you ain't. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe you ain't gay. Maybe you was watching porn. You didn't notice it was a guy
mean,
smashing another guy.
The thing about porn is
You know what I'm
that you
saying?
can pretty much see like it's explicit content. Like you see pretty much everything. Like that's like, how do you not see like
Maybe he was
a
a one.
penis and a vagina? Like,
Maybe he was a 1 minute man. He touched himself. There you go. Then before you know, you didn't even get to watch the whole porn into the end until you noticed that it was, oh shit, it was
it
two
shows
guys.
the preview like right before you click the video. Like it shows like a little short snippet of what
They
the
still
video
do that.
is.
They still show the preview.
I don't know. Like I'm gonna be honest, I really haven't watched that in a minute, bro.
Yo.
It's been a good minute since I watched that.
All
But,
right, look. True fact. If you felt wrong about doing it, then no, you ain't gay. But if you felt like, it is what it is, it was two guys, then you got some type of fruit in you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you feel guilty, like, damn, I didn't know it was two guys. Now look at me. Am I gay?
I think whoever
Come on, you wouldn't know if you fucking gay or not.
Yeah, like I think whoever that guy is, you should definitely like keep that to yourself.
How about this? How about come on the podcast?
I don't want you
I do.
on the podcast.
I want to hear stupid shit like that. Because I want to know what goes on in people's mind.
Not that. I don't want to know what.
I mean, no, I'm dead serious. I want to know, like, what I don't discriminate what you are, what you do.
I do discriminate weirdos though.
Yeah.
Like if you're weird, bro.
But
like,
you got weird people everywhere in the train station.
I'm weird. I'm not saying I'm normal. I'm like way far from normal. But I'm telling you right now, like there's a certain level of weirdness that you like surpass, and then like after that, like I don't want to be near you. Like you're weird. Like you're very off like you know, you're a weird specimen. And I don't think I would want anybody like that in this building. I feel very uncomfortable.
I won't. Yo, that shit fucking, that's entertainment, man. I like it. It doesn't matter to me when you're
That's
weird or not,
weird.
bro.
That's weird
I don't care, bro.
entertainment.
This is the life we live in, bro. Like, at the end of the day, we live in a weird life, man. You know what I'm saying? Look,
You got that right.
I got a tattoo of a naked woman on my arm, right? I forget every time I'm at work and I go to people like places, yo. Then I got that shit in my arm and I be like 100% professional, and they looking at
And you
my
see a
arm,
naked
and it's
woman.
like, yo, this guy's weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm not weird. Like,
I don't
you
think
know what
that
I'm
makes
saying?
you weird.
I mean, but to other people,
It's
probably
a naked
like,
woman. Like at least it's not a naked guy.
Yo.
Like that's
yo, one time
that's different.
I had a kid question me about that, yo. In a Walmart. He was like, ooh, he got boobies in his arm. And I'm like, oh, yo, that made me feel so uncomfortable, bro.
Really?
I'm like, oh shit. Like, cause
That boy gonna be watching.
no, little man
that boy
said,
gonna be
the little
watching
man
porn
said,
by
it's-
like 10 years
yo,
old.
little
bruh.
man
It's
said,
not to be for-
yo, he said it's pointy.
Oh,
So I was like, dang, he going by the whole specs and all.
like he was really looking at that.
He was
arm.
he was probably looking at it a whole longer than what I thought.
Yeah, that's a little weird, bro. I would feel awkward
So
too.
I was like, damn, yo, do I have to cover my arm and shit when I walk around? 'Cause, you know, I'm grown now. Like, you know, I got this shit so many years ago.
You should just get
You
it
know what I'm saying?
removed.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, get it like lazily removed, because that right there
I'm paying money for that shit.
is messing up these young.
Yo, look, I'm not paying no money for none of that shit.
how much?
right there.
How much that even cost?
It didn't cost nothing.
What?
I had a boy just did it for me.
He just said, "Hey, I'm gonna." Do your
No,
naked
no,
girl
I'm lying.
to-
I'm lying. I paid $120 for it.
For a naked woman, that's not bad. I might give me one.
Yeah, but my shit look animated though. My shit don't
I
look
mean-
like now these days. I paid $100. I'm not gonna show it again. I paid $120 for mine to look animated, bro.
All right, so you're saying I should get like a
If
real
you're gonna
looking-
get a naked woman, make it look good. Make it look real.
I'm not gonna get a naked woman on me, bro. I mean, I probably would, to be honest.
Yeah,
Have it on my back or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Why not? On my
I
neck.
don't know.
You think I should put it on my neck?
Nah, bro. You already got too much shit on your neck.
I got one touch. It's an owl.
No,
It's
so
like not-
what?
it's not
Leave
even-
that shit
is
alone.
this
Don't
even an
put no
owl or
more.
like a
Don't put
falcon?
that. Don't
I
put that
forgot.
shit. Don't put no more on your neck. You don't need that.
But you have a naked girl on your arm.
Yeah, I got this when I was like 22.
All right. I'm 23.
Yeah, but you 23 in this
This
age
day and
now.
age?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
it means what it means.
Not-
Like, if I had an opportunity, I would never even put this shit on me. Cause when I go for good job interviews and stuff, they look at that shit, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least my tattoos are pretty normal. You know?
Fucking crazy. This man got more tattoos than I ever had.
Yeah, but I like, I like art. I like body art. It's
Yeah,
not
but
bad.
jobs don't. Some jobs don't like art. They be like, yo, you look like
But
a
you
killer.
be seeing cops out
And-
here that is like tatted up everywhere.
Yeah, but now try to go be a police right now. And with all those tats, would they take you?
That's fine. I don't want to be an op anyway.
No, I'm just saying, ain't nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with
I'm
that?
just playing, bro. Cops ain't. Not all cops are ops, but
This man said, "You're stupid, man."
wait, I don't gotta be a cop to be successful though.
No,
I would love to be one though. That'd be dope.
you don't have to love it. Just do it. Like, just go try to apply. You got the experience. You was one already in the military. All you gotta do is just apply and see what happens. And go for the whole situation while you yawning like that.
Why
They definitely ain't gonna take you in
Come
the
on, you
interview.
can't
while
wait
you
a couple more seconds to finish yawning, bro.
This man always yawn. It always happened in the podcast. What the fuck? What is it? You feel like you in therapy? You know, some therapy is
I think
boring.
if you sleep in it, is that how? Did you used to have therapy?
I used to go to therapy back
So
then
you
when I
used to
was
sleep
young.
while you was in therapy?
It was boring.
Yeah,
It was
it's
yo,
therapy.
What the fuck I'm doing?
You got to talk about your feelings all the time. I would be yawning too.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm like, yo,
Why am I here?
yeah.
That's sad. I'm sorry you've been through that.
All right, y'all, man. That's it, man. We already did it, man. It's your boy DJ Heck One
Oh.
and your boy.
King Lewis.
And y'all already know we out of here, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Keep those emails coming, man. For the truthness, my man's you real gay. If you saw that, because I noticed like you got to see the title or something, right? So yeah, my conclusion is you gay, all right. And for my man's yo that had that one night stand, don't worry about that. Leave that shit alone. That's normal, bro. It is what it is. And then
happens,
the dude
bro.
that you think your wife is cheating, man, just try to work on yourself. It's true, man. I might be a little bit raw dog with it, man. But at the end of the day, don't hang yourself up for that shit, man. Try to
Hang yourself up for that?
No, like yeah, like you know how some people they beat themselves over the head for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah. So it's like yo, don't do that, man. Like yo, if it ain't working out, man, you got to move on, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it, yeah.
The same way you pull though, you can pull the next person, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We out of here, man. You already know what time it is, man. You know Entertainment Media. And yo, it's always a pleasure. I'm out.